We've had 2 kids under the age of 1, 3 kids under the age of 3, 4 kids 4 and under, and even 5 kids 5 and under.
Ready?
So we'll start at the very beginning. Back in 2007, we had our first daughter, River, and she's now 11. When River was about 2 weeks old, I got a really bad MRSA infection. I had to have 2 surgeries to have the infection removed, and I was so sick for a very long time. And so because I didn't nurse her, my body started to kick back in, and I didn't quite know it yet. So right at that 6-week postpartum mark, I totally got pregnant with Daly, but I didn't even know it until I was almost 4 months pregnant. So Daly was then born in February of 2008. So we have River in March of 2007 and Daly in February of 2008. So that puts them right at about 11 months apart. And what's really fun is that for 3 weeks out of every year, the girls are the same age. And we think it's super fun when people ask us how old they are in that time frame, because we'll be like, oh yeah, they're both 9 and they're not twins. Messes with people's heads. So when Daly was about 18 months old, David and I felt like we had waited forever to have another baby because we'd gotten so pregnant so soon after River. And so at 18 months old, we decided, hey, we should try to have another baby. And so I think it only took a couple months and we were pregnant. And in May of 2010, our son Daniel was born. So that leaves an age span, the largest age span between the children, between number 2, Daly, and number 3, Daniel. They are about 2 years and 2 months apart. So when Daniel was 6 months old, we got pregnant with baby number 4, and that was Joy-Anna. So Daniel and Joy-Anna are 15 months apart. Daniel was born in May of 2010, and Joy-Anna was born the very next year in 2011 in August. There's a 15-month age difference there. And then when Joy-Anna was about 9 months old or 10 months old, we got pregnant with Benjamin, and there is an 18-month gap between baby number 4 and baby number 5. Joy-Anna and Benjamin are about 18 months apart. And so our last 3 came really fast and really back to back. But what's interesting is that when Benjamin was born, River was still 5. Benjamin was born in February and River was born in March. And so Benjamin was born February 27th and River didn't turn 6 until March 5th on her birthday. So for about 1 week, we had 5 kids aged 5 and under, and that is our story of how we had so many kids in such a short amount of time. And you know what, mamas, if you have a lot of littles running around, a lot of kids close in age, I will tell you this, like the first few years absolutely kicked my butt. But now that my kids range in age from 11 to 5, it has been the biggest blessing to have all these kids so close in age. They definitely fight, and they definitely have their moments where they do not get along, where there are arguments and crying, and they're too close to me, and he's touching my stuff. But overall, and for the most part, our kids get along really well, and they're wonderful playmates. And they wake up first thing in the morning and they're playing together. And I honestly, think it's harder to have 1 or maybe even 2 kids than it is to have 5 at this stage, because they all just entertain one another so well. And so if you're thinking about shouldn't I have my kids close in age, that's something that you need to pray about and think about for your own family. But what I can say for our family, we never really sat down and planned or intended it for it to be this way, but I can't imagine it being any other way. And I love how it has all worked out, and I love having 5 kids super close in age. I can remember thinking, what's great about this is when we go to story time at the library, everybody loves story time. There's not like one kid who's like way older thinking story time is dumb and, you know, the little ones being entertained. It's been kind of neat to be able to take our kids through the different seasons of life together. They enjoy and appreciate the kids zone at amusement parks together. There's not someone who's older thinking it's boring and the younger ones having all the fun. It's been really neat to raise all of these kids together and kind of with them kind of all in the same season. We're actually just now moving into a season where our oldest River is starting to get a little bit older. And, you know, we went to catch fireflies the other night. It's a summer tradition, something we do every summer. And when we announced to the kids at 9 o'clock that night, hey guys, we're gonna all run outside and catch fireflies tonight, River, for the first time ever, she said, Mom, I think I'm just gonna help the little ones catch fireflies this year. And I was inside brokenhearted because I know she's going from little girl to young woman, but just feeling super blessed that we got to treasure so many summers where all of them thought that was super fun to do together. And so be encouraged, whatever season of life it is that you're in. It might be really hard having all those littles right now, but they do grow up and they get older. And I really don't think that you would regret having your kiddos close in age if it's something that you wanted to consider for your family. All right, friends, until next time, see ya.